Welcome back to another instalment on my ambulance to campervan conversion. I have some big updates to share with you in this week's video. The layout has changed for a third time and I come very close to losing everything. Sit back, put your feet up, and if you haven't already, click subscribe to get notified on future videos. Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome back to another instalment of the van build. And today, as you'd have seen in the end of last week's video, I've got Dave outdoors with me here today. Although he has said to me, and I hope he doesn't mind me saying this on camera, that he might give up on YouTube. What do you guys think to that?
Yeah, I've had enough of it.
You got to leave a comment below. Tell this man that he needs to carry on with the tube. We're going to be going on loads of adventures once this van build's finished. But today, we're going to be working on getting some headlights. Why do I keep saying headlights?
They're headlights.
They're not, they're spotlights.
Spotlights, roof lights, ceiling lights.
We're going to be working on getting some spotlights in this roof liner, part of which is already up already, and we've also got a really big announcement. You haven't seen this yet, Dave, but this is a big one.
Have you got a big 12-inch?
Inside this box here is what I believe to be 60 or 65 litre fridge.
What?
Okay. Which side are we supposed to be on? That's it, that's the one. Ah, cheers, mate. Good job, you're here, innit? So this is the fridge that's going to be going in the van at some point today from a company called SMAD. And just before we put the spotlights in, there's a couple more tech specs about this SMAD fridge. So a little sneak peek into what's to come for the rest of this video. This is the brand new SMAD 60 litre 12 volt compressor campervan fridge. And I'm glad to say that it is now installed in my campervan. And I have a nice little refreshing beer here that slots into the lovely groove panel on the side of the fridge perfectly, with a lovely anti-accidental opening mechanism to stop you from accidentally opening it while you're travelling or while you're moving around your campervan. As of filming this segment, it's not officially wired in yet, because let's just say I have to overcome a couple of hurdles before I learn the skills necessary to wire in a 12 volt fridge. A lot of laughs to come. The door hinge is reversible, so on mine I open it this way because my kitchen is going to be where I'm currently sat now, across here, so I can turn around, open it up and get what I need to cook with. But you can also put the hinge on this side so it opens like thus, and then you can open it in any direction that you like. I'll leave a link in the description below to the SMAD 60 litre 12 volt compressor campervan fridge. They do different sizes and they also do different dimensions as well. I'll be mentioning the dimensions of this fridge later on in this video. Big thanks to SMAD for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the build. So these are the spotlights that I've opted for. The exact same ones that I had in the Traffic. I don't know if you could call them budget or low quality, I don't know, but they've always worked fine in the Traffic. So we've got 8 spotlights in total. Dave will be able to tell you a little bit more about what all these things do. Is this just where like the channel goes in for each spotlight, is it?
Yes, so basically we fitted this in Brendan's old van, so he'll be able to tell you exactly what all this does. That's it here. Right, so you've got all your lights here. How many is there? 8?
8 in total, yeah.
8, right, so you've got all your connection points in here. For each light, they'll go into there.
Looks like you could fit up to 12.
It looks like it, yeah. Each side. That one obviously disconnects, but we're going to keep that in because that's the controller for your LED.
Okay.
So that's your infrared side of things.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do then is cut here, and then that'll expose 2 wires, and then we're going to use the 2-core wire.
Yeah.
And then run it straight to your fuse box because you don't want to switch. You're just going to run it off the remote, you said, aren't you?
Yeah. I was thinking of a switch. But I always use the remote in the Traffic and that was always fine for me. Just before we started drilling the holes for the spotlights, we took some measurements and decided where the second piece of headliner was going to join. The good thing about the spotlights I've gone for is that you don't have to drill huge holes in your headliner. They're surface mounted, which means you only have to drill a small hole to run the cable. I'll leave a link to Amazon in the description below if you guys are interested. So to save us any heartache in the future, I'll just show you the Dave shoulder here. We're just securing all these wires that we've obviously put the lights into with a little bit of tape on the back of this board, just to ensure that 1, it doesn't travel around the roof liner when we've put it and secured it up, and 2, we're not going to be going through any wires when we actually finally secure this to the roof, which will be today. So the van will have a roof. Does it just about go?
I'm going to do him a deal now, right? if you want my help again, what you got to do?
You're going to buy me a dinner.
Oh, it can't be what happened last time, was it? I don't go down that dark path again, Dave. I've got bad memories. I've had 3 counts of therapy going through that.
Do you still have sleepless nights over that, do you?
No, go on, what are you saying?
You're going to tidy the van up, aren't you? So we're walking in a more clean area.
Do you know, every time I see him, I say, "Blah, Brendan."
Yeah, right, we've got the remote. We have now wired in the 2-core wire. Now we shall see if all 8 spotlights are working as they should.
Right.
Hey!
Oh, what's happened?
Don't you? I know. Right, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are.
If we keep that nice and under there, right? Because nothing's going under here, is it?
No.
So if we keep that, you can tuck that wire.
I'll be tucking that and getting that all tidied up. Do you know what? If I'd have done my own research, I probably could have done it. But the fact that this man knows what he's doing, yeah.
He asked me earlier as well to say, I might need you to come and do my fridge. You won't need me to do your fridge. Because the fridge is 2 wires, a black and red, and all you do is just, you might need to use some of your wire in here to extend it, but you just put your red wire.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fitted that well. So yeah, you'll just have to measure what, or find out. Probably tell you the instructions of the fridge anyway.
Yeah, it will do. Yeah. So that should be interesting. So stay tuned for the rest of this video as I blow myself up.
I'll probably end up going to help him. I might see you not again.
Yeah. But no, thanks ever so much to Dave. Go give him a follow on Facebook and, well, YouTube.
I'm giving it up, mate.
No, he's not. He says he is. Dave Outdoors on YouTube. Is that the same name on TikTok? You said you're quite happy to be on TikTok, aren't you now?
Yeah, it's a lot more easier on there, isn't it?
Yeah. Go follow him on YouTube, because we'll be going on a few adventures as well, especially when this van's finished. But alright, skip forward to the next part of this video. I will be securing the rest of this headliner, getting some self-tapping screws into the roof and fitting this fridge. I'll see you in a sec. Good morning. You currently join me on my driveway as I await a phone call on whether all the stuff that we're going to install on this van is ruined or not. Tried to get to the storage unit this morning in the car just to see what the route was like in regards to the flooding in Shrewsbury. Couldn't even get to the site. The police are blocked off the road. There was tankers on the side of the road, whether they got caught in the floods and have broken down or they're helping to get rid of some of the flood water, I don't know. But as I speak to you right now, I've spoken to the organisers of the storage unit that I have. They can't access the site currently, which doesn't bode well for us. And they're going to be getting back to me once they have got access to the site on whether there is damage there and what damage has been caused. So at the moment I'm trying to think positive. I'm in the mindset of no news is good news. I can't physically see or access the site, so I've just got to wait from them. But what we can do today, in the meantime, while we await good news, let's think positively. We're going to await good news this morning. We're going to get the call and it's going to be good news, and my unit and hopefully the rest of the site hasn't been affected. Fingers crossed. But what we are going to get on with this morning is getting some more bed slats put onto this bed frame, and then if we can at some point, either today or tomorrow or another day, head down to B&Q and get a big 12mm piece of ply to go across the front of the bed and make some kind of frontage before we start cutting out templates for the fridge to go in. So it's a lot of work to do. Can't really get a huge amount done right now because I can't access all of the tools and all of the equipment that I have at the unit, but we're making do and we're getting through it. Obviously, you know, what I've got up at that unit is nothing compared maybe to some of the homes that have been affected, so my heart goes out to people in Shrewsbury. It's a regular occurrence in Shrewsbury. Every single year this town floods to the hilt. Stick with me, wish me luck. We're going to get some stuff done, and I'll give you an update on what has or hasn't been affected later on in this video. Okay, moment of truth today. Have I got any damage at my storage unit? Recently received a call off the owners of the site, and they said that the site is now accessible. Don't know what that means in regards to it just being accessible or whether it's been flooded, but it's accessible. So we're going to check out the storage unit today. Fingers crossed our storage unit hasn't been affected, or anyone's storage unit has been affected, and hopefully the site has been flood damage free. There's no flood water here now, which is promising. A little bit of water there. This looks like this was some kind of runway for water or soak away. Thankfully that's quite a bit higher. Looks like the water is running down here though. I think we have been unscathed. Oh, that moisture, no, box is all dry. I think we're okay. Let's move on. Let's continue with the build. We've got the ply in the back now to corner off the garage area. Let's get that sorted. Let's get the fridge installed. Let's measure up. Kitchen unit, improvised kitchen unit off Facebook Marketplace. And I've also got a slight change of design as well. My dad's just in the van having his breakfast. So, throughout this build process, I have continually said that the kitchen is going to be on this side here. So you can open up the side door and you can cook out of the side door when it's open, which, there's a bit of water on there, hang on. Which sounds lovely, and it is lovely. However, where the bed currently comes to now, that distance there where the slide out or fold out bed was going to be, it's long enough for a child, and it'll suit Henry, and George is going to be my little boy's name when he comes in December. It'll suit Henry and George and all of us up here until they're at least 11, 12 years old. But if I ever wanted anyone else to come with me, because obviously having a baby is a big step in life, and it's probably no surprise to say that once December comes and once we welcome a new little boy into our family, we won't be camping as a family for a significant amount of time. We may be able to get some summer camps in next year, because we kind of missed this summer a little bit with a couple of delays along the road with getting the build done and acquiring van, etc. So we've missed this summer, which means we probably won't be doing much camping, especially now that Alyssa's heavily pregnant, this side of Christmas. So I'm thinking it'd be next summer, but the point I was making was that if I'm going to go camping with other people, i.e. adults, could be whoever else on the channel that you've seen before, possibly, if we arrange some trips, they're not going to really have a place to sleep if they decide to come with me in this van, which would make sense to be able to share fuel costs, etc., instead of taking multiple vehicles. So the idea that I had was to shimmy up that Facebook Marketplace kitchen in the unit there, cut out a few little bits to make it fit on this back section. So we don't necessarily need the kitchen over this side anymore. Obviously we've got a bit more room to work with there to be able to make some kind of seating area where the toilet will go underneath as well, and then the fold out section will be just before where the seats are, so it will fold out, so you won't have a full width total length bed, but you will have a place to be able to pop your feet up, because let's face it, when you're sleeping you want to stretch out, don't you? So it's a lot of thinking, a lot of like, oh, okay, this and that doesn't measure quite right there, etc., and just adjusting ideas. So I went for 18mm ply in the end. 12mm just didn't quite have enough thickness. Oh, just missed my foot then. Nearly had your fingers guillotine then.
Go on, keep going. One stroke. Go on, keep going. Okay. My God, that's noisy. Right, turn this down.
So that's a little notch we made with that oscillating saw. Couldn't have done that with a jigsaw.
Hang on, how's that looking?
I tell you what. Well, that looks pretty smart to me.
Any gaps?
Look at that.
That's okay. That's okay.
That is perfect. Do you know what? I am proper chuffed with that. That is the first time.
You got something right.
No, what I was going to say, that's the first time I've measured a piece of wood, first time, and it's been perfect.
Yeah, very
Especially
good.
with some quite intricate angles.
Yeah, very intricate, yeah. Two cuts, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Right. Have a look in there. Milk, food, crouch down. I mean, gets my squats in, doesn't it? What's this here? Okay, user manual. We've got some fixing brackets. I thought, as most fridges, especially campervan fridges are concerned, they're connected to pieces of ply or batten on the side of the fridge here. But this particular model comes with some L brackets, some quite strong and sturdy L brackets, should I add, that you put in there, and the same on the other side to fix it to the floor of the van. And I've got quite thick ply in here. We measured the fridge dimensions, to which I'll put on screen now, and started cutting out the square to fit snugly around it.
Whoa. Watch your head. Steady. Brandon.
That's it, is it? Yeah. Yeah, the fridge is in.
That's it then.
The fridge is in. What? One thing we need to do though before we actually properly secure it.
What?
Carpet it. Really nice carpet from Shore Vans. Can't praise them enough really. The carpet we've used so far on the headliner and on that board there is really nice to work with. And you'll also notice as well that the headliner is a different colour to what the walls of the van are going to be and what that is. I wanted a bit of a two-tone effect between the headliner and the size of the vans. I'm also going to be carpeting the little door cards that go on the back of these doors and on the sliding door in the same carpet as the headliner. Might give it a nice little look possibly. Or it could just ruin the van altogether, but we won't know until it's on.
Let's have a look. Oh bloody, that's nice.
It's nice, isn't it?
That's nice.
Yeah.
That is nice.
A closer look.
That is nice. There's a bit of jump. Carpet needs just in there.
Oh, just folding back, you mean?
Yeah.
We can do that.
Hey, that's nice.
But yeah, that does look nice, doesn't it? Alright, I've brought a bit of work home with me, and I've got a little helper with me today as well. Say hello, Henry.
Hello.
So he's going to be helping out, mainly kind of cleaning up these a little bit, just to kind of put some of these wipes across, some sugar soap wipes across these covers lashed out. Yeah.
We're going to get started by unfolding the table, aren't we, Daddy?
Yes, we are, yeah. Got to unfold the table, and then we'll get a little area set up. Thank you, Henry. To do some painting.
And then let's do the legs now.
Okay, let's do the legs.
No, I'll do the legs.
Yeah.
And you hold it up. And then the other set.
Yeah, do the other side. Good job, well done. Yeah, tell you what, you're pretty good at this, aren't you?
Yeah.
While Henry watched on from the window after doing a brilliant job of helping me set up, I started cleaning down the parts of the roof vent covers that would be visible once fitted. I then sprayed a grey primer before applying a final layer of Plasticoat matte white spray paint.
Okay, that is the front board to that garage complete, and look what I got finished yesterday as well. As I was putting some primer on these, I finished them off in a white spray paint. If you look close enough, there's a couple of doo-doos around here, but that's going to look a lot better. Oh, actually, that's one thing I didn't think about. White paint there, but that's all grey. Another problem. We'll see how it looks once it's on and once I've cleaned those grey bits up a little bit from all the hand marks over the years. Maybe the two-tone effect of the white and grey might be quite nice, but it'll suit and it'll match the white shroud. Well, it nearly matches. We would say no more. That's it. Okay, right. Here's the bit that I was a little bit scared of and dreading. So I've taken off the end connector for the fridge, and now I've got an exposed red and black cable. I need to cut down and take off the outside insulation, I believe, to fit onto these Wagos, which says I need 13mm there of cable to go into the Wago to clamp down. I think I can do that.
What?
How do you use these?
What mill is that? Cable. What mill are them?
I don't know.
Well, there's your.
That's your strippers, is it?
Yeah.
No, that's a crimper.
Don't press too hard.
Crimp. That's crimp.
Then pull it off.
That's crimp. Any electricians watching this video? Ah. This is painful. Okay, after a failed attempt at some 12-volt electrics, we're now going to give an attempt at trying to carpet the sides. We've done this before. We know what to do when we're carpeting, he says. I've booked in an evening with Dave. I said to him, right, I'll come over to you, mate. I'll do the work, you just tell me what to do, so I can get my hands on them tools and have a watching eye over my shoulder to know what I'm doing. But we're going to start carpeting the side panels now. So we've got a side panel here, and the pain in the arse, it's going to be this one, will get done second. So let's take some measurements of this, start cutting this to size, and then glue it on. Good morning, guys, and you join me on a morning where I feel like I should be in bed. I've come down with some kind of man flu or something. But this is what we got done yesterday. We've got this side piece of ply carpeted now. You can see it doesn't quite look as neat as it should do there, because you have to put a little piece of ply over a gaping hole. And one of the things that happens when you carpet a hole is that you'll start to see the dimple in it over a course of time. It doesn't look very good, and this carpet starts to reset into it. So I've covered that up. It just looks like a, I don't know, piece of the body, I guess. In the corner here, you'll see that you can just about see the white board behind there. So we're going to get some edging trim at some point. What do they call it? Coving, I think they call it. Once we've built the bed system around it, and then we can just make that look a lot neater. But that's just turned up. It's a bit of a later start today. I'm just not with it, should we say. But I think I've shown you the shrouds now that are on. So the headliner is officially complete. All lights are in, speakers are in, shrouds are in, fans are in. So that's all done. That's a relief. And now we've got to try and think about carpeting this side panel, which is going to be a hell of a job getting behind that seat. It might just be a case of maybe taking that seat up maybe, and then see if we can get a bit more room there. I reckon we give that seat, we give it a go, that seat, trying to get it out.
Yeah.
Because those two seats aren't on the same bracket. They're separate. If you look, there's a gap between them. So they're only individual seats, you see. You just got to hold the bolt while I undrill it, and then that seat should hopefully move. Give it some pressure.
That's it.
It's off.
That's it.
There we go.
That's easy enough, wasn't it?
Me and my dad finished off carpeting the sides of the van before I scurried off back to Dave to get a bit more advice on 12-volt electrics.
Hey, that's not too bad, that. That's pretty good.
Hello again.
Right, now this is the problem I had, okay? Now when you come to watch this video after you left the other day, you might have a bit of a chuckle to yourself.
Oh, go on.
After I was here looking at this thinking, what the hell does what? Okay?
Yeah, there's your blade.
So that's the blade. Okay, so we're going to cut the wire. Straight in the middle, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, that's cut.
Yeah.
So that's our inline fuse. Now we need some Wagos, don't we now?
No.
Strip them.
Strip them.
Strip them. Get them strippers.
Yeah, there.
There?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, nice. So we've got our 10 amp fuse in our fuse holder line. This is 4mm cable, which looks like the same cable that comes off the fridge. We've got our Wago 221 inline connector. Yeah. See, he's good, eh?
Who have you been watching? You've been watching Bruce, have you?
There's a guy called Dave Outdoors. He farts a lot, but he's all right. So now that we have our 10 amp fuse, we have our 4mm cable. Lift up the Wago, put that in said Wago, clamp down. We now have a connected line of both the same width cable. We have an inline fuse of 10 amp. We can pop that over there. We say goodbye to that. Good night.
Yeah, so use your that one there.
The biggest one.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen. Out there, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not going to get electrocuted, am I?
No.
Okay.
Bang!
Do you know what's funny, right? Is I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming, but I still jumped. Should just be a case now of pressing on.
Try it.
Come on. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Hey, lights on. So we've confirmed that the light goes off when the door closes. Success number 1. Can we have success number 2? I'm guessing.
Bang! That's twice. Love it.
Do I have to? So I'm pressing on, but maybe I've got to hold it. Maybe. Oh, here we go. Yes, yeah. We're on. Temperature set to 0 degrees. Yes. That's the temperature set. So the fridge is wide in.
Yeah, it's in.
High five.
Well done.
Thank you, mate.
I
feel proud. I feel proud, yeah. It's actually simple, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It is so simple. I've been here, what, 15 minutes?
Yeah. Once you grasp the basic understanding of wiring, and it's actually quite fun to do.
And we didn't actually have to use any more cable. So the cable that came with the fridge, especially now the battery's going to be moved up next to the fridge, I'm not going to need to buy any more cable, I don't think. I think we've got enough there, haven't we, that come with the fridge?
You'll end up chopping off the existing cable.
Excess, yeah. Brilliant! I have a fridge! It's done! Thank you ever so much, guys, for joining me for this video. I'm glad to have put that to bed. We've got the fridge working. It actually feels cold to the touch. Whether that means good things, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what's coming in the next one. I think it's going to be fitting the kitchen, maybe getting some carpeting done on the sides, possibly. Don't know if that's going to cupboards at some point. Got to get it around my head and think about what is the next step to get this camper van finished. But thank you ever so much for joining me. Thank you, Dave, for coming along for another evening.
It's all right.
He did say he would be back.
I did actually, didn't I?
You did, yeah. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video.